Good afternoon everyone, or good evening, and by the time you see this. Welcome back to Jo's Healthy Cupboard. I'm Jo, in case you're new around here, and I just talk a lot about food, healthy living, running, and a bit about pregnancy because I'm currently 19 weeks pregnant. But today I'm going to do a Aldi healthy food items haul. So what I've done is picked out the items of food that I've got from Aldi today, which are kind of more healthy things. This isn't the whole of my shop, obviously. There's other things in here as well for like my husband and my son, but these are kind of like specifically the items that I choose with my health conscious mind on. And just to let you get an idea of price as well, because I think Aldi is very reasonable for healthy living type items or healthy food type items. So I'm just going to go through some of the things I got. Some of them I get quite often. You may have seen them before if you've watched one of my Aldi hauls, and just talk you through what I got. So first up on the list is my almond butter. Love almond butter, can't actually live without this stuff. It's normally very expensive in Aldi. I think this was £1.99 for a jar of almond butter, which is an absolute bargain because you would probably pay about £4, roughly £3.50 to £4 for a little jar that size. That is 170 grams, and it's really nice almond butter. It's smooth and it's called the Foodie Market, and it's got no palm oil either. So for vegans out there, go to Aldi and get your almond butter. Or anyone else who loves almond butter. Next thing were sweet potatoes. The sweet potatoes in there are large. I'm not really sure. They're definitely not organic. These massive sweet potatoes are 65p each, and they're all about that size or bigger. I use sweet potatoes a lot. I make sweet potato chips with them. I put them in like curries, stews, all sorts of different things, and I sometimes just have a roast sweet potato. They were 65p each, but they're massive, so yeah, I think that's alright value. I got oat cakes. We go through quite a lot of oat cakes in our house. We have them with like peanut butter on top, or just like a bit of butter and jam, sometimes with a bit of cheese. Yeah, so these are Savour Bakes Scottish oat cakes. So this box of oat cakes is 55p. That is very reasonable for a box of oat cakes, and they're Scottish oat cakes, so they must be good. I always get coconut milk in Aldi as well. I think it's quite reasonable there. Quite a lot of supermarkets it can be like £1 or more. It was 75p for a tin of coconut milk, and I've accidentally got the reduced fat one. I don't normally get that. It must have just been nearest to hand. I normally get the full fat one because I prefer it. But that is the coconut milk. I got about 4 jars of that for 75p each. Coconut oil, which is extremely cheap. I did buy a coconut oil before. I don't think it was this one. That wasn't amazing. No, this is the good one. So this is an organic Coco Loco coconut oil, and it's only a small jar. I think it's about 300 mils or 276 grams, and it's Aldi's coconut oil. So yeah, so the coconut oil was £2.29, which again is very reasonable. Even though it's a small jar, it's cheap and it's organic as well, and extra virgin, so that's a decent coconut oil. I picked up this in their kind of random, sort of one-off healthy section, that they just sporadically have random things. I've got a few things in there, but I saw this and I thought I would give it a go. I normally get brown rice pasta, which is gluten-free. This one, I don't think it's gluten-free, but it's spinach trottoli, and I thought that looked quite nice. So the spinach trottoli was £1.49. I'm just double checking my receipt as I go through, and I think that would be quite nice. I was going to make a lentil ragu with that, so like a kind of lentil bolognese type thing, with this spinach pasta, which is organic, and it's got the Aldi label on it as well, so I'm not sure if it's an Aldi's own brand one. Next up, I got some walnuts because I'm going to make some sweet potato and walnut koftas with these. The walnuts were, it's only a small bag. So this bag of walnuts was £1.29. I don't think that's like ridiculous. I think it's reasonable, but I don't think it, because it's such a small bag, it's only 130 grams, so it's not like ridiculously cheap or anything. But yeah, those walnuts are full of omega-3 and they will go into my koftas. Almond milk, I'm not a huge fan of the plant milks in Aldi, but this was really cheap, so I just grabbed it. So this almond milk was 99 pence. I've just noticed that I have not bought I've bought the version that is sweetened rather than the unsweetened variety, so I will probably use that in my porridge or something, and just mix it with water. But yeah, they have a few. They've got like soya milk, almond milk, and I can't remember what else, and they're all about 99p, so it's very cheap, but just pick the non-sweetened version. Cauliflower rice, yes, again, apologies for the plastic. I wasn't really thinking when I did this shop, like last month when I did Plastic Free July. I got this for like quick lunches and dinners to add to like stir fries. So the cauliflower rice was 74 pence. I guess you could buy a couple of heads of cauliflower and do it yourself for, I guess, you know, if you've got the time and the inclination, it's quite easy to do if you've got a food processor. But for 74 pence and a quick lunch or dinner, I just picked that up. But yeah, not so amazing with the plastic wrapping. I also got some giant mangoes. We love mangoes in our house. I got two. Did I get 2 or 3 of these? I got 2. I was trying to pick fruit and veg that wasn't in plastic as best I could. So these mangoes were 97 pence each, which is probably okay. Normally you buy 2 mangoes for about £1.99 roughly. So I just got these 2, and yeah, that's alright. Got some avocados, some ripe avocados, and those were 79 pence each. I guess again they're usually about £1.50 for 2, so that's kind of alright value. Aldi for some things is much cheaper, and for other things it's kind of similar to other supermarkets. I got normal potatoes, which are baking potatoes, because again for quick meals we often have baked potatoes for dinner, and again they didn't have loose baked potatoes, so these are unfortunately wrapped in plastic. But I am being more lenient on myself clearly today, because there was a lot of stuff I needed to get and I didn't have time to go to like 3 different supermarkets. Finally, I picked up these. They don't normally have these in Aldi, but I absolutely love these. These are sweet potato gluten-free wraps, and I can use them for my lunches at work. They're really nice. I really like those. And they cost, wraps were £2.99. I think they're usually about £3 something in Sainsbury's or other supermarkets. But I just saw them and picked them up, and thought they'll do for lunches with some avocado or falafel or something like that, and some salad. Absolutely love these in Aldi. You can see I had this one for my lunch today. They're like frozen, they're 4 seasons they say. I'm not sure if that's the actual make. They've got the Aldi label on the back. And this one is giant couscous and vegetables with barley, red pepper, soybeans, carrot, pomegranate, and they're so delicious. It takes 5 minutes. You just heat them up in a frying pan. I added peas, tahini, a bit of soy sauce and lemon today, and some spinach, and it was really good, really filling for lunch. And yeah, they're like a good option if you're like super busy and you don't have much time but you want to fill up on your veggies and healthy stuff. And I got 2 of those. I got this one as well, which is a Thai style vegetables with sugar snap peas, pak choi, yellow carrots, peppers and garlic shoots. And if you don't find they've got enough flavour, as I said, just add something like some nut butter, some tahini, some lemon. Have a taste first to see what it tastes like once it's like kind of heated up. And then just kind of decide from there, because some of them have got, you know, a bit of dressing or flavour to them. But I think these are fantastic. And then finally, I think I already said finally, my son and I both like these coconut curls. I'd rather he had these than crisps. And they were 70, yeah, these are little sort of snack type things, coconut curls. They're 79 pence, and I just bought a couple of packets. They were in the kind of same aisle as the spinach pasta. And yeah, so they're just more for snacks at school and things. So I hope that's of interest, and if you're heading to Aldi, look out for some of these things and have an amazing weekend, and I'll see you all next week.